don't get old, you need glasses. So I can make sure I get through. Kurt, thank you so much for that introduction. Very much appreciated. I guess I'll just start with, I don't know how this night can start off any better for me, having Kurt introduce me. I mean, obviously he's a good friend. You know, we were teammates. He's a Murray State Hall of Famer. And, oh yeah, he had a 13-year Major League career. So, no better person to get me started than Kurt. What I want to do real quick is just share a few words about Kurt and how much we enjoyed playing with this guy. He was one of the most determined guys, fiercest competitors on the field. He was happy when we won, but I think he was more upset if he lost. He had that kind of determination. He was great to play behind. He worked fast, had a sub-2 ERA, so we knew if we could score 2 or 3 runs, we were going to come away with the win that night. Just couldn't ask for a better pitcher to play behind. So thank you, Kurt. Give it up for Kurt one more time. First, I'll congratulate my fellow inductees. Well done. Congratulations on all your achievements. What's even more impressive to me is I'm glad you guys had color photos. Back in my time. So, seriously though, for me, growing up to play Division I baseball was always a goal. And being recognized tonight for something that means so much to me is incredibly humbling. So I'm truly honored and grateful to be inducted in the Hall of Fame this evening. I want to thank the Hall of Fame Committee, Athletic Department, Nico, Taylor, and of course our very own racer, thoroughbred, Dave Winder. He was the group before me, so we never actually took the field together, but he's leading up this Hall of Fame charge. Dr. Patterson, thank you for being here tonight. I hear and see so many good things, and it's very much appreciated for your support of Murray State Athletics. Thank you. I also want to give a special shout out to Coach Skirka and the 2025 Racer Baseball team. So Coach is out of town, but he messaged me at 6:30 this morning, told me congratulations, and I thought that was just so special for him to reach out to me. I feel very fortunate that I'm joining the Hall of Fame class in 2025, and that's the same year that the Murray State team went on their magical Hall of Fame run. Going to Omaha always was a bucket list item for me. I can't imagine a better opportunity to see your alma mater right there in Omaha. So congratulations, Coach, and the 2025 Racer Baseball team. All right, to my coaches, thank you for your leadership, your guidance, and your belief in me. Sure, you taught us the fundamentals of college baseball, but more importantly, you taught us to be good individuals, to compete the right way. And I'm so grateful for that. I was fortunate to have played with some great coaches here at Murray. Coach Worth, Hall of Famer himself, here tonight. Coach Tiki. Grad coaches Doss, Connell, P.J. Wessel. And of course the legendary Coach Reagan. Not sure where I might have ended up without having met Coach. He was a true leader of men, and he treated us as such. Coach always carried himself in that seemingly calm demeanor. You guys know Coach. He had unwavering confidence in his belief in us as players to get the job done. Credentials, obviously 776 career wins and 11 conference championships. He's legendary. So I want to thank Coach for taking that chance on this small town kid from Southern Illinois. But I didn't make it easy for him. And Coach Worth knows this as well. First game they came to watch me play, I didn't play very well. Played like crap. Might have struck out, made an error, I don't know. But we talked after the game, and they met my parents. And thankfully, our values aligned. What I mean by that, the values my parents had instilled in me aligned with the type of players they were recruiting at Murray State. So they agreed to come back and watch another game. I believe it was later in the summer. And that went much better. Hit the ball hard, maybe had a couple hits. And shortly thereafter, Coach Reagan offered me a scholarship, and that was that. I was sold on Murray. So I stand up here tonight because of the thing Coach Reagan taught and instilled in me, both as a player and person. Hard work, discipline, accountability, all this means to get the most out of my ability. So I want to thank all my coaches again for helping me along this journey. To my teammates, I'm honored to see so many guys here tonight. Thank you. Baseball is very much a team sport, and none of this would have been possible without the people around me. I want to thank you for pushing me to be the best I could be, pushing me through those long practices, countless hours of hitting, fielding. You know the drills. We spent a lot of time in the hitting cages. I remember some long bus rides. A lot of euchre playing. Some tough losses, but some unforgettable wins. So I want to give a shout out first to my freshman family. You know who you are. My sweet mates, Bobby Shaw, Willie Wilder, Patrick Vise, all three here tonight. You guys made me feel right at home. You were family. I couldn't imagine starting college with any better group of guys. So thank you. I don't want to forget my workout teammates, Danny Mack, Jeff Brown, and the late Ricky Chisholm. You guys were the hardest working guys I know. You really pushed me all the time. So I appreciate that. So I'll go back to my most memorable game. It's probably the 91 conference championship winner against Middle Tennessee. So this was a winner-take-all, last game of the season. We win the conference. If they win the conference. It was a battle. The score was tied 3-3, going into the bottom of the 10th inning. And I was leading off. Fortunately, I was able to get a hit, and we had sacrificed, and somewhat of a box play by middle, field was a little wet, guy slipped on the turf. The next thing I know, I'm sliding across home plate with the winning run. Picture in the paper the next day, Shane Witzel's right there on deck, telling me to get down and slide. I'm sliding, the catcher's catching the ball, came across with the winning run. I just remember jumping up, high-fiving, hugging everybody. It was quite a celebration. And we hadn't won, Kurt mentioned it, we hadn't won the conference in '79, and we haven't won it since until this year. So it's obviously not an easy task. But just know, any success I enjoyed as a player was because of the team around me. The memories we made will stay with me forever. What I continue to enjoy the most with my teammates are the friendships. I consider each of you guys a friend. And I look forward to catching up more this weekend. I'm getting close. Stay with me. All right, to my family. I want to thank you for the unwavering support and sacrifices you made over the years. Mom and Dad, I'll start there. Growing up, I remember countless hours hauling me around to all my games and practices. A thankless job for sure. I guess you don't really fully understand that until you have kids of your own and you recognize what kind of sacrifice that is. It's really eye-opening. And my parents, they rarely missed a game. Even during college, they made every effort to get to those conference road trips. I mean, it's 4 or 7 hours. You're staying in a hotel. It was an unbelievable commitment that I really appreciated. And that doesn't even begin to cover the countless hours my dad practiced with me. Growing up, we lived across from the high school, so we had pretty well open access to about 4 different fields, the hitting cages, all at our disposal. I just remember pretty much every evening after dinner, off to the fields we went for an hour or two until it got dark. That's just what we did. We played, practiced ball. I guess it really wasn't that hard when you think about it, because like Dave said, we didn't have all the technology, no phones. In fact, we only had 4 channels on our TV. They were in color. But what else were we going to do? So I want to thank you, Dad. You shaped me into this ball player that I would become. You earned this honor right alongside me tonight. Unfortunately, he's not here. He's 90 now and doesn't travel that well. So we'll celebrate soon, Dad. And I know Mom is smiling down from heaven, smiling like she always did. No matter the outcome of any game, whether a good game or not, she was there with a smile. Always my biggest fan. All right, to my brother. Yeah, this one's not quite so easy. But I gotta thank him for making me a stronger competitor and a battler. And what I mean by that, so Jim and I are about a year apart. I'm younger, he's older. So I'm always trying to keep up with him growing up, do what he's doing. I guess he tolerated it some, but I'm sure I was a real pain in the butt. I'm sure. I just remember when we were younger, whether we were in the driveway playing basketball, or we were out in our makeshift ball field in the backyard. Well, generally we play until somebody went in the house crying. And that's usually it. I'll be honest. Might be an hour, might be 5 minutes. Always a tough call. But I just remember Mom, she pretty much said, yeah, you're all right. Get back out there and play. She didn't want us in the house anyway. So, and then as we got older, I just hated facing him in high school, in the practices and things. And Jim pitched in college, so he had a good live arm. Well, let's just say in high school, he was mastering his craft a little bit. So sometimes pitchers would come inside, he'd be working on his curveball, maybe bouncing it in, hitting me in the shin. I just remember some of those rib shots hurt. So, anyway, I want to thank you, one, for not taking my head off, but more importantly, giving me that competitive spirit to drive. I'll never forget it. Thank you. All right, to my wife and kids. Well, since I met Laura after college, so their glimpse into my baseball life is only from the stories that I tell or my college buddies who can't tell. So I got to thank you for tolerating those stories from the good old days. Well, I try to keep the embellishment to a minimum. I make no promises for what these guys are going to tell you. So you can consider yourself warned. And also thank you for the gracious support and encouragement around the occasional alumni trip. Obviously, we went to Durham, Omaha, and our annual golf trip. Maybe you're just trying to get me out of the house, but I appreciate the support. I give a special shout out to my friend, teammate, social director, organizer Jeff Moore. And if you guys are looking to get into the golf tournament, see him. He'll get you set up. So I'm truly blessed to have an incredible family, and I love all of you. All right, now, really almost done. Last minute. Okay, so this racer journey began for me 37 years ago, when this starry-eyed, somewhat naive kid made the jump from high school baseball to Division I college baseball. And it was a jump. I just remember thinking how much bigger, stronger these players are, and it's not going to be an easy task. But I was fortunate. I was able to work my way in the lineup that first year, playing in left field. Mind you, only having played in the infield in high school, so it was an adjustment. But I was fortunate to stay healthy during pretty much all 4 years of college. So as a 300-plus hitter, I was able to accumulate a good number of hits and doubles, both all-time career highs when I graduated. Didn't set out to do that, but it's the accumulation of that time. I finished first team all-conference, voted MVP of our 91 conference championship team, and voted the MSU Male Scholar Athlete Award for that year. So I'm very proud of those honors. Finally, I'll leave with this. I'm extremely humbled and proud to be included with so many outstanding athletes here tonight and in the Hall of Fame. This honor represents not just achievements on the field for me, but for the people and the lifelong relationships that continue to shape my life today. So, let's say remember this. Always dream big, set your goals high, work your butt off, and who knows what great things you can achieve. You need to look no further than up here. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of the evening.